were these terrible people, in which we're not. I know I'm not a person like that, you know. I try to help any and everybody. I would never do anything like that to anyone. Salitha had a friend. One day he left, and he disappeared, and we didn't know where he went. So the next day, the police came to the door to come and search my home. And when they came and searched my home, they took a picture of bleach, they took a picture of a mop stick, and they took a picture of a knife. The next day, they came back and they brought us to the interrogation room for questioning. And so as they're questioning, that's when I found out what I was there for. They were accusing me of sexual battery, and I had no idea what they were talking about, because at this point I'm like, why am I being accused of sexual battery for something that I have not done and I don't know anything about? I really didn't know how to react to some of the things that were being asked because I was so young, and you know, I felt like I was being pushed to say certain things. A month later, they came back to arrest us. At the trial, when I saw the jury, I knew that we were basically going to be put away for something that we haven't done. It didn't take them but 2 seconds to deliberate, and they came back with guilty verdicts for both charges. I haven't even been arrested before, so being around people who've actually committed crimes, knowing that you didn't commit the crime, and having people come in, give you orders so when you can wash your clothes, use the bathroom, eat, all that. Salitha was able to come here last week to clear her name of the situation, and I feel that, you know, it's only right for us to be able to clear our names from this situation, because I don't want people to look upon us as these horrible people when we know that we're not.
When we were doing the show last week, and anybody that comes on the show has to present identification, and your driver's license had that big sex offender on it, which, I mean, quite honestly, I've never even seen before. And so even though that was no part of the story, we asked you about it on the show and everything, and you explained it. And it's kind of a crazy story, right?
Right.
So tell us what happened with that?
Well, when I was younger, I was falsely accused. I had a friend. We all used to hang around, chill, everything together. We went to go get something to eat one day, and next thing you know, he ended up disappearing. So we like, where did he go? Get back to the house. Police come by the house, take us down for questioning. A week later, they come and arrested us. Sat in jail like a whole year before they even did anything with us. But it's hard when you have somebody accusing you of something that you know you ain't do. It's just hard for me to have this on my back. And people...
What did they say you did to
They
this
said
kid?
that stuck a mop stick.
Not kid, he was an adult at the time.
Yeah, say something about a mop stick. Then they come back and they say something about a lighter. Then they come back and they say something about a broom. They say everything, took pictures of everything, but it wasn't nothing.
So the statement from the court papers that we pulled up, 18-year-old victim spent 2 nights at a residence being occupied by, I guess, you at the time, and Monique, who was on the tape, who were his neighborhood friends. During the visit, the defendant used her cell phone to video record herself and co-defendant as they physically and sexually assaulted the victim. According to the victim, the co-defendants beat him with a pipe and belts, gave him a nasty alcoholic beverage, and made him smoke marijuana. They would not allow him to leave the home, forced him to remove his clothing at knife point, and stuck a broomstick. The victim confirmed that it was painful and against his will. The victim further stated that the co-defendants burned him with a cigarette lighter down below. The victim testified that the ordeal lasted for about 2 hours. The victim exited the residence later in the morning while the co-defendants were still asleep. Any truth at all to that statement?
No, sir.
No.
It's like we didn't have a chance. They said they didn't want it to be racist because we was black and he was a white boy. We had a 6-man jury. Soon as they went in, soon as they came out and found us guilty, it was only one black lady. So even if she had a chance to say something, it wouldn't have mattered, you know? But I have to live with this. I have to go through this. I have to deal with this each and every day. I get scared sometimes because I don't know what people may look at me. You know, I gotta teach my child everything about what I'm going through. That's why I'm here today, to clear my name. Yeah, I came last week on my boyfriend's behalf or whatever like that, and it touched me because I did pass, and I know, you know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm here today, so the world can know that I'm not that person that they made me out to be, and I refuse to be that person that they made me out to be. That's why I come back here for your help, you know?
Did you ever hold an 18-year-old male against his will and sexually abuse him? You answered no. Did you ever hold an 18-year-old male against his will and sexually abuse him? You answered no. I'm rooting for you. I want you to pass. And there's something about you. Me and my wife were talking about you. We do have a sense of that you're telling the truth. Could be wrong, and I'm sticking my neck out there, but that's the way we feel. I got to admit that whole, I mean, it ain't even like a line on your license. It's there blaring.
Right.
Sex offender, which everybody's mind
Yeah,
leaps to something
and then
terrible.
when a person see that, you know, the first thing they're gonna say, oh, what she did to a child. Because that's in their mind, that's what they'll think.
Right.
But it's nothing like that. You
That's
know,
what I thought.
It'll have,
I mean, to be honest,
where
that's what I,
you
as soon
can't
as
even,
I saw it.
It'll have where you can't even go to the schoolhouse and be there with your kids and participate in this and participate in that. Or you go to the store to get cigarettes or any little thing, they're looking at you funny.
Well, I just think like when you flew here to the show, you have to go through TSA.
Right, and then as we going through that, I'm seeing people look at me funny because of what my things say. So in my heart, that's like giving me an attitude, but I have to hold it in. You know what I'm saying? I can't show that attitude that I have, but they don't know what I've been through. They ain't walking my shoes. You know what I mean? I'm not that person. I'm not that person.
Well, I hope that you can clear your name today, Salitha. So what I'm going to ask you to do is I want to talk to Monique by herself. I'm going to ask you to leave the stage, and then we're going to bring you back out for your results, okay? All right, let's meet Monique. Hey, Monique. Nice meeting you.
Nice to meet you.
You know, this is